Hello. Gohar here. Welcome back to Streaming Media, where I share the latest in digital ad tech and streaming solutions. Today, we're diving into something that's changing how broadcasters and OTT platforms make money from ads. DAI, Dynamic Ad Insertion. Now, I know what you're thinking. Dynamic what? It sounds like something buried in a backend system only your engineers care about. But actually, it's something that affects your entire viewer experience and revenue model. If you've ever struggled with low fill rates, underperforming CPMs, or clunky ad breaks that ruin the viewer experience, you're not alone. DAI is that one piece of tech that, if done right, doesn't just improve your monetization, it makes your platform feel smarter. A lot of people think DAI is just about putting ads in videos, but it's a lot more strategic and tech heavy than that. I'll walk you through 6 practical real world steps for deploying DAI effectively in a way that boosts both revenue and viewer satisfaction. So grab your notes, settle in. This one's going to change how you think about ad tech. Step 1 is all about your actual content, your stream or VOD assets. Before you think about ads, you need to prep your content properly. Make sure it's encoded in the right formats. Structure it to allow natural pauses for ads. Avoid cuts mid dialogue or during emotional highs. Seriously, nothing kills immersion like a hard cut in the middle of a punchline. Think about viewer psychology. When would an ad feel like a break versus a disruption? Also, every piece of content needs metadata, ad markers, genre tags, even estimated watch times. All help the downstream systems understand what's happening. And if you're running multiple content types, live sports, scripted shows, kids content, your metadata needs to reflect that granularity. This stage might seem basic, but if it's sloppy, the rest of your DAI flow will suffer. And trust me, your viewers will notice. If you get this part right, you are not just prepping for DAI, you're laying the groundwork for personalization, UX, and analytics downstream. SCTE 35 tags are the secret signals that make DAI possible. They act like digital bookmarks, telling the system exactly when and where to insert an ad. Without them, your content is just a stream. With them, it's a monetizable canvas. You need to configure them with accurate splice points, durations, segmentation, type IDs, and unique event IDs for tracking. Think of it like giving your SSAI engine a precise recipe. If you skip an ingredient, the dish fails. Now, some platforms try to automate this with AI to detect natural pauses, which is helpful, but not foolproof. You should always review and QA manually. Think of it like subtitles. Auto generated might get you halfway, but the human touch is what makes it right. And here's a pro tip: keep these tags well organized and version controlled. If something breaks in production, having clear SCTE 35 logs can save you hours of debugging. So, yes, tags may seem like back-end noise, but they're the tempo behind every great ad experience. Once a queue is triggered, the SSA system sends a request to the Ad Decision Server, or ADS. This is the brain of your ad logic. And if content is your stage, then ADS is the casting director, deciding what ad plays, when, and for whom. The ADS looks at contextual data: who is watching, where are they located, what device, what's the content genre, what time is it. You might be surprised how much a Tuesday morning viewer differs from a Friday night binge watcher. All that info helps it choose the most relevant ad from your inventory or partner networks. The ADS must support protocols like VAST, VMAP, and return tracking beacons for metrics. If the ADS response is slow, mismatched, or fails, the viewer sees nothing. or worse, a black screen. So, reliability here is critical. You don't want your monetization engine stalling midstream. Also, don't forget frequency caps and creative rotation. Even the best ad will annoy viewers if shown too often. Now, let's talk about the actual stitching. This is where your ad is seamlessly inserted into the stream. This is the make or break moment. Once the ADS has selected the right ad, it needs to be stitched directly into the content stream. And when I say stitched, I mean no buffering, no lag, no awkward pause. Seamless. This is where SSAI really shines. The ad is server stitched into the video, so the viewer sees a continuous stream. And here's what matters: adaptive bitrate ABR stitching. If your viewer switches from 5G to home Wi-Fi midstream, the ad still needs to play smoothly. So make sure your system supports ABR across all ad renditions. Also, don't forget pre-caching. The ad assets should be as close to the edge as possible, stored on edge servers or CDNs to avoid latency when playback starts. When this is done right, the viewer can't tell where the content ended and the ad began. That's the gold standard. Alright, we've served the ad, but did it work? This step is about tracking, measuring, and optimizing. We need to know, did someone see the ad? Did they finish it? Did they click? Did it lead to a purchase? DAI systems should fire impression beacons and support viewability metrics like quartile tracking: 25%, 50%, 75%, 100%. Drop-off heat maps help you understand exactly when people leave. And RPM, revenue per mille, helps you judge ad value across different segments. All this tracking helps you refine targeting, improve creative, and spot tech issues. If viewers consistently drop off at one ad break, maybe it's a content problem. Or maybe your ad transition wasn't smooth enough. Always use data to inform iteration. DAI isn't set it and forget it. It's test, learn, and adapt. Measure everything. Report clearly. Optimize often. Now, a crucial piece: security and rights management. You're running dynamic advertising. You need to make sure it doesn't open the door to piracy or rights violations. That's where SMS, subscriber management systems, and DRM, digital rights management, come in. SMS authenticates who's watching and whether they're entitled to see premium or ad supported content. DRM encrypts both content and ad streams, ensuring no one can tamper with or scrape your media. It also enforces geographic restrictions, playback rules, and even expiry time. DAI works best when the entire ecosystem is secure, because if your ad inventory leaks, that's lost revenue. Work with vendors that are IAB certified and integrate watermarking or fingerprinting to track asset misuse. Security isn't optional, it's the foundation that makes DAI sustainable for business.